back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have my July book haul. I will say I was extremely good in July. At one point thought I was going to have a 4-book book haul, and I was like, what? I'm so proud. So proud. Especially because if you watch my June book haul, I went bananas. I went a little crazy in June, so I'm excited to say July I kept it little. I think what helped was I was in Disney for the first 8 days. We came home for about a week, went to the Cape for a week, then we came home and we were just exhausted. So I counted to being on vacation for so many days. So I'm very proud of myself. So let's start with the Book of the Month books. One of my add-ons that I ended up getting was On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I had read The Hate U Give this year and Concrete Rose this year, and so I figured I have room in my box. Let's throw another backlist title in here. So I ended up grabbing Angie Thomas's On the Come Up. This is about a young girl named Bree who wants to be a rapper. Then my two main choices, I was so excited to see 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard because I originally had my eyes on this one. I asked for it to review. I didn't get accepted, but I had been really excited for it. It's about these two people who meet right before COVID, and then because of COVID, they end up moving in together. And there's some drama involved, and someone's murdered, and someone's dead, or something. I don't know. I'm hoping to get to this one very, very soon. It just sounded really, really good. And then I was able to fit in Survive the Night by Riley Sager. Now, I was really annoyed-ish with this because I kept seeing everywhere basically like, this is not going to be a Book of the Month book. This is not going to be a Book of the Month book. This is not going to be a Book of the Month book. And I had it pre-ordered. And literally, I think it was supposed to get delivered to me the next day or something like that, and it hadn't shipped yet, so I was able to, like, kind of commandeer something with Amazon where they would delete my pre-order, so that way I could throw this in my box. But I hate that this is, like, the 3rd or 4th time this year where, like, I've had something pre-ordered, and they announce the Book of the Month books, like, the day before it's supposed to arrive. And it happened with my next book that I'm about to show you in a second, too, but, like, stop doing that. Like, stop releasing books as Book of the Month choices like the day that they're released in the real world, because some of us have pre-orders and some of us would prefer the Book of the Month version. So obviously I wanted the Book of the Month version for this one because every single Riley Sager book I have is a Book of the Month edition. So this is Survive the Night. We are following Charlie, and she is in the 90s, and her best friend was just murdered at college by a serial killer. So she wants out, and she ends up in a car with a man that might just be the serial killer. If you haven't seen my wrap-up yet, I loved this book. I'm just saying. And like I said, that happened with the pre-order with my next book. So I pre-ordered Not a Happy Family by Sherry LaPena, and I kid you not, like, this was, like, already out for delivery or, like ready to be shipped to my house the day that they put this in as one of the top 5 Book of the Month choices. I would have gotten this as a Book of the Month book instead of a pre-order because it's cheaper, but it was already on my way to my house. Like, there was no stopping it. I had to get it at that point, but it is what it is. I just hope that Book of the Month kind of, like, stops that trend because that's just been very, very irritating. So this one, I don't actually know what this one's about. I think it's a family that comes together for, like, a family dinner, and they're about to, like, inherit money, and then something happens. I don't know. I really don't know because I just read everything that she writes. I've read every book that she's released so far, and I've really enjoyed all of them, so I just knew that I had to get this one. I haven't seen the best of reviews for this one, but I'm still really excited to pick this one up soon. And then I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be my book haul. I thought it was going to be done. And then I purchased a book from Target because I missed just buying a random book from Target. And I had been seeing this one on Instagram, and I knew I had to get it. And that is Everyone is Beautiful by Catherine Center. They re-released this with some flowers on the cover to kind of match her other books. So this is a book that was previously released by Catherine Center, I believe, back in, like, early 2000s? 2007? No, 2009? Yeah, 2009. So they have re-released it with the beautiful flowers so that way it can match. I don't really know what it's about. I just knew that I needed it for my collection. and it's super tiny. And then a dear friend over on Instagram, her handle is Pages and Puppers. No, Puppers and Pages. Oh my gosh. She's a good friend. Now I'm like messing up her handle. Pages and Puppers. So Jules was doing a story about how somebody had sent her this book. She really enjoyed it. And now she's passing it along. And I ended up being like, that sounds really cute. And she's like, do you want me to send it to you? And I said, okay, if you're sure. So she ended up sending me The Dating Plan by Sarah Desi. I don't know how you say that. But I was really excited about this one because I knew Kendra had read this one earlier this year and she had said that she really enjoyed it. And I believe it's a fake dating story. I think she's about to like go to a wedding and she needs to like have somebody go with her or vice versa. Again, I don't really know too much, but I'm really excited to read this one. Now, my plan is to read it and pass it along just like Jules did because I think that's a really cool thing. But if I love it, I'm keeping it because it's beautiful. And then the last book that I ended up getting this month was a book that I was at the beach house this summer. Well, not my beach house, it's not mine, but the beach house that we stay at. And last year they didn't really have anything in the house due to COVID. And this year they actually left their book collection behind. And I was like, ooh. And I read a book that I really didn't like. And I was like, I really wish that I could like leave one and take one. So my mother-in-law asked, and the owner said, sure thing, go for it. So I ended up taking The Orphan Collector by Ellen Marie Wiseman. And I had just recently seen Krista from Books and Jams talk about this book, and I was like, ooh, I might need to have this one. I don't even really remember what this one's about either. But I think it's during a pandemic, and I'm probably not ready for it quite yet, because it's actually a pandemic. Like, I feel like there's a difference between, like, there's a murder happening during a pandemic and, like, actually, like, living and fighting through a pandemic. So it might be a little bit while before I get to this one, but I was really excited that she was willing to let me trade for this one. So yeah, those are all the books that I got in July. I'm hoping that so far, I think I've bought 2 books in the month of August, not counting my book of the month books. So I think that I've been doing very well in August, which is great because I already have 6 books pre-ordered in June for September. Yikes. And really wish I could pre-order a bunch more because September is just like a awesome release month. Okay, so that's all that I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you've hauled recently, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye, everybody.